stumbled upon this race, and I'm so glad to be here tonight. It's part of a much bigger journey, and I'm so thankful to Jeff in this race for giving me the opportunity to share that journey with you for a couple of minutes tonight and why I'm in Kauai. My little sister Taylor is 17. She was born healthy. At age 7, Taylor was diagnosed with a rare brain disease called Batten disease. Children with Batten disease go blind, they have seizures, they lose their ability to walk and talk. They end up with feeding tubes. There's no known cure for Batten disease. It's always fatal. After her diagnosis, Taylor could have quit, but giving up was never in her DNA. She overcame blindness and a devastating, fatal disease to run not one, but 2 5K races. And she ran the whole thing. Watching her cross the finish line for the first time is an image that will stick with me forever. I've been running for her ever since. That was in 2008. In 2013, I ran a half marathon blindfolded in less than 2 hours. Maybe you saw a small piece in Runner's World about the effort last spring. After that race, I realized my sister's courage as a runner was such a great story that I needed to take it to all 50 states in this incredible nation. I started at Oregon's Crater Lake Rim Run in August 2014. Taylor always wanted to visit Hawaii. She can't travel anymore, but Hawaii is my 8th state because I know how much she would love to be here with us tonight. Along the way on this journey, I've grown to understand just how big our fight is. I got into this race for my sister, where rare diseases like Batten disease affect 1 in 10 Americans, 1 in 10. In fact, rare disease affects more people than HIV and cancer combined. We stand to make a huge impact by sharing this story. People like Taylor, they inspire me. Their courage serves as a reminder that while a disease may be rare, hope should not be, no matter what you're fighting. And here's another important lesson that I've learned from my little sister. Because as much good as I've seen on this journey, it's never, ever been easy. Just like a race is never easy. If you're fighting for something you really believe in, or something truly worthwhile, if you're fighting for someone you love, get ready for a marathon. It's not a sprint, ever. I played soccer for a lot of years, and I had sprinter speed. I wasn't a distance runner. But in order to survive this battle, I had to turn myself into a distance runner. I had to be able to last for the long haul. 100 yards wasn't going to get me to the end. And the best distance runners, as I'm sure many of you know, succeed by reserving energy so they'll be fresh when they have to climb the toughest hills. Elite marathoners, they know better than to spend all their energy in the first few miles of a race. To survive, I had to face my sister's illness 1 day at a time. I've been fighting for 9 years. Remember, I'm a sprinter by nature, and I favor longer races, and I shape myself into a distance runner by approaching a long race in small chunks. I found it easier to think about running a great 2 miles, the normal, typical distance between aid stations. I thought, if I can string together a bunch of really great 2-mile efforts, I can run a great long race. I can do this. In life, this works too. If I tried to tackle a monster like Batten disease all at once, I'd fail. But similar to stringing up together a bunch of strong miles in a race, I figure I can always string together good days. Do that enough and you can overcome almost anything, no matter what you're fighting. Taylor, my little sister, she's fighting the good fight back at home in Charlotte, about 5,000 miles from here. But Batten disease is winning the war. I co-founded a charity in my sister's name to help build a better future for people like her. That charity, Taylor's Tale, represents the powerful legacy my sister will leave behind. A legacy of groundbreaking research at UNC Chapel Hill and historic legislation that will change the lives of millions. I hope you'll follow our story as we keep running the race of our lives to save millions of people like my little sister Taylor, who wanted so badly to come to these islands, and I don't know that she'll ever be able to get on a plane again. You can follow us at taylorstale.org. I write a blog. I can't wait to write the blog entry about this race on Sunday. It's at writethehappyending.com. And I just want to say in closing, runners, if you're here tonight, best wishes for a memorable race on Sunday. And to all of you, thank you for your support of this incredible event that I'm so lucky to be a part of this weekend, and for having me tonight. Thanks. And thanks to Jeff for having me.